What are banks keeping hidden from us? It's fascinating how Henry Ford suggested that if people truly understood the banking system, there might have been a revolution overnight. Even though several decades have passed since then, his statement still holds today. The complexity of the banking system can sometimes leave us wondering, is it true or not? Well, we need to uncover it. Let's get into it. This is not to argue that banking is a bad omen. Banks provide beneficial services and have become a crucial part of our lives. Everyone wants to deposit their money somewhere safe and secure. You probably don't want to put your money under your mattress, and you certainly don't want to dig a hole in your backyard to hide your money. The truth is that banks are cashing out big time most of the time at the expense of the unsuspecting public. But because financial institutions operate in complex and rigorous structures, some unusual practices are hidden from the prying eyes of the public. We're all in this together, whether you're taking out a loan, spending your money, or saving it. There are numerous ways that banks make money off of you. The unfortunate part is that you're unaware that you're being milked. The multiple income sources that banks enjoy could be one of the reasons bank stocks have become an investor's delight. The banks do not want you to know the 7 money truths. 1. You're losing money every year. You've probably heard that the bank is the best place to keep your money, but no one has told you that you're losing money every year when you keep it in the bank. This isn't due to fees or someone stealing your money, it's due to inflation. Inflation is the increase in the prices of goods and services over time. This means that an item you could buy with a $50 note today would cost slightly more in about a year and much more in 10 years. If you believe your money is safe, you would expect the value to remain constant over time or even grow larger due to interest. However, this is not always the case with most bank accounts. If your money in the bank earns 0.05%, inflation in the United States is 2%. What this means is that you're losing up to 1.95% of the value of your money every year. I'm not talking about money you've put into financial platforms to earn returns, but rather money sitting idle in your savings or checking account. Now, we hope you're receiving some value from this video so far. If you are, we'd like you to do something right now. Pause it, hit the like button, and then subscribe to this channel. That way, you'll be notified whenever we add inspirational videos like this one. Let us proceed. Every time you swipe your credit card or debit card and make a purchase, 2 banks profit from it. Banks generate money through processing fees, which you may not be aware of because you were only charged for your actual transaction, but the merchant pays the costs. The merchant may also have included these fees in the sales price, because he doesn't want his profit to fall short. Let's pretend you bought an item for $500 and paid with your card. If the merchant is charged 3% on every payment made with a payment card, that means a whopping $15 go to the bank. The bank gets this money just for providing the machines and the convenience of payment. Do you think the merchant will be happy to have the $15 deducted from his profit? You're the one who has to pay this fee, and we'll explain to you how. Assume the item was scheduled to sell for $480, but the business owner raised the price to $500. The additional $20 will cover the 3 deductions that will go to the bank for card transactions, taking into account that most people prefer to pay with their cards. Secondly, the bank makes so much money through your credit card, which is why banks offer them. There are numerous perks just for signing up for a credit card. What you probably don't realize is that the interest rates on your card can be raised at any time. The average interest rate on a credit card is 17, but your bank can decide to raise it to maybe 18 or 19 after giving you 15 to 30 days notice. Often you don't get to read these letters that contain lengthy legal jargon, so the banks get away with it while feeding fat on your ignorance. Interest will simply continue to accumulate and will eventually work against you. If you do not pay off these debts, you could be on your way to a difficult financial situation. We are not suggesting that the idea of a credit card is bad in itself. The credit card is a useful service that provides convenience for most of us. It's become a part of our daily lives, but care should be taken so that debts do not accumulate. That is a dangerous place to be, so make sure to pay off your bills every month. Third, your money in the bank is not physical. You may have a lot of money in the bank, but it is only figures and electronic records. This is because banks use your money to do business. They give it to you in the form of business loans, car loans, or your money is with the bank, but it is actually in other places making extra money for the bank. This reality became apparent in 2008 during the Depression. When people went to the banks in panic, they demanded to withdraw their money, but the banks did not have enough money to pay everyone. The banks could have that amount in liquidity, but in the event of a crisis, when everyone runs for their money, the physical cash will not be there. This is due to a policy known as fractional reserve banking. This policy allows your bank to lend out your money to those who need it in the form of loans and mortgages. Does this mean the banks are not safe enough to keep your money at all? You are ready to step in if anything goes wrong, so if you have money in the bank, feel free to sleep with your 2 eyes closed. Just remember that having money in the bank is not like putting money in a box where you can access it at any time. Your money is busy making money this time. Not for you, but for your bank. As an individual, you can access your money whenever you want, but if everyone wants their money at the same time, no one gets it. Foreign transaction fees are another way for most banks to earn money off of their consumers. Your bank institution will not tell you this, but when you travel outside of the United States and use your credit or debit card to make transactions, you will incur additional fees. A friend recently traveled and spent 15 days outside of the United States. When he returned, he was surprised to find a total of $105.05 in foreign transaction fee charges on his bank statement. Always keep an eye on your accounts. Because your bank account is an important element of your life, don't be too busy or too lazy to check it regularly. Most banks will not reveal all of this to you, since if you did, you would be able to ditch them and pursue other financial options. Some credit card programs offer coverage in some nations outside of the United States. In this instance, if you use their services in those countries, there would be no additional charges on your purchases. Always keep an eye on your accounts. Because your bank account is an important element of your life, don't be too busy or too lazy to check it regularly. Some hidden charges may be in your record that you are unaware of. If you report a charge that is not yours within a 90-day window, by law, your bank has 48 hours to return the money to your account. Your bank may try to delay the process or try to get out of it, but you can stick to your guns because you are legally protected. You are being observed. Banks keep track of all your financial transactions. By law, banks must inform the IRS of any dubious financial activity. This policy was implemented to prevent shady deals such as money laundering. Any depositor withdrawal that is above $10,000 is reported to the IRS. If your account needs to be audited, the IRS will issue queries requiring an explanation for such activities. First, officials want to know if you paid taxes on the monies, and then they want to know if the transactions were lawful. It's crucial to be mindful of how we handle our money, knowing that our actions are being observed. This awareness can help us stay on the right track and avoid unnecessary trouble. That's it for today's video. If you like this video, make sure to like our video and hit the subscribe button.